the undefeated four-division world champion. First, here is tonight's challenger and boxing's pride of Japan, the sensational, undefeated. Here is boxing superstar and pound-for-pound great, the acclaimed four-division world champion, three-division champion of the world, Naoya, the monster Inoue.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the ring at this time, please welcome
his opponent fighting out of the red corner, wearing blue and weighing in officially at 146.8 pounds. His professional record outstanding, 24 victories, 20 big wins by knockout, only one defeat with one no contest. Fighting out of Victorville, California, ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Garcia.
Garcia closing it. Davis and Tevin Farmer.
Punches and numbers. My strength is counter punting. The counter.
Raise you off the temple. Junior National top 200 amateur wins, hard right hand that landed. Garcia able. Ooh, and there's a nice little flurry for.
Precision meets explosive superstar power. Naoya Inoue versus Ryan Garcia isn't just a fight, it's a global boxing spectacle that could shatter records. Two elite names, two different styles, one massive stage. Speed, timing, knockout power, and legacy are all on the line in a clash that could redefine the modern era of boxing.
Ryan Garcia is another name, guys. You said it. You said
sure.
You guys have gone back and forth online. Is that just talk, or is that an actual target in your mind in the near future?
No, I mean, look, my thing is this. I come from the school, my dad taught me if you disrespect me, I'm going to disrespect you to the tenfold. Okay. So I'm a cool, respectful guy, and at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like, if you want to throw shots at me and my fight and the referee, whatever the case may be, if you don't like the color of my socks, whatever, look, I understand sometimes, my career, because of the attention and everything else that's going on, my career is on a microscope, and it is what it is. And the same thing was for Ryan Garcia when he was coming up. So, at the end of the day, I feel like that fight is
Ishan, like Naoya
Inoue, amazing fight.
He's a good fighter, and I hope that he will accomplish in different weight division also.
Yeah, he probably will. Such a quality fighter.
Welcome to Boxing Edge, your ultimate destination for elite boxing analysis, fight breakdowns, and high-impact matchups. Today, we dive into a dream fight that has fans and analysts buzzing worldwide. Naoya Inoue versus Ryan Garcia. Inoue, a multi-division world champion known for his devastating accuracy and pound-for-pound dominance, faces Garcia, one of the fastest and most marketable fighters in boxing today. This matchup brings together elite skill, explosive speed, and massive pay-per-view potential, making it one of the most talked about fantasy fights in the sport.
King Ryan, this is Creators Think. So I try to interview some of the most viral content creators on the planet so people watching at home can take tips and tricks and apply it to their own content. So you're not only one of the greatest boxers on the planet, you're one of the best marketers and viral content creators. So that's why I wanted to talk to you. By the way, what are you wearing? Is that Devin Haney's aura?
Nah, Devin Haney. I would never wear anything of his, but I'm just wearing a tank top and a little whatever.
A pound-for-pound king known for devastating knockouts and flawless technique. This fight is more than just skill. It's speed versus precision, power versus timing, hype versus dominance. So buckle up, because this breakdown is about to get intense.
He's a really good fighter. He's crafty. He trains with Joel Diaz and Indio, and it would not surprise me at all, but Inoue is the best. You have to always pick Inoue. And if Inoue wins as expected, he will defend his Ring Magazine championship December 27th against David Picasso, who I think is a pretty good fighter. Mexican, young, exciting.
He's definitely the top from the eye test, at least. You know, for me, he's just so explosive. His combinations, the way he moves, you know, you see him get dropped, come back, knock the dude out. So for me,
like Naoya Inoue,
amazing fight.
Yeah, he's a good fighter, and I hope that he will accomplish in different weight division also.
Yeah, he probably will. Such a quality fighter.
But speed alone doesn't guarantee victory. Inoue thrives on reading patterns, breaking down opponents methodically, and attacking weaknesses with precision. Garcia prefers range and counter timing, while Inoue excels at cutting distance and punishing the body. If this fight happens, positioning and composure will decide everything. The boxing world thrives on dream fights, and few fantasy matchups spark debate like Naoya Inoue versus Ryan Garcia. This is not just a hypothetical bout. It is a collision of global star power, contrasting styles, and massive fan bases.
Maybe that was part of what happened. What's more important, being a champion with a title from a governing body in boxing, or being the king of the world? Right now, he's the king of the world.
It's over with, Oscar. It's over with. Lions, the hiding, the ducking, the playing, the comedian shit that you guys are doing. And that's what I do have to say enough of. On the last stand, let it be the last time we let these jokers get away with.
When pound-for-pound precision meets social media-fueled explosiveness, curiosity explodes. Fans are not just asking who wins, they are asking how skill, size, speed, and mentality would collide under the brightest lights in professional boxing. Naoya Inoue has built his reputation as one of boxing's most technically complete fighters. Known for devastating body shots, elite timing, and ruthless efficiency, Inoue dominates opponents with calculated aggression. His footwork is compact, his defense responsible, and his finishing instincts clinical. Moving through multiple weight divisions while collecting world titles, he has earned global respect. Inoue does not waste punches. Every combination carries intention, precision, and fight-ending potential. Ryan Garcia represents a completely different type of boxing superstar. Blessed with lightning-fast hands and explosive left-hook power, Garcia combines athleticism with mainstream appeal. His massive online following brings millions of casual viewers into the sport. Garcia thrives on speed and momentum, often overwhelming opponents early. While critics question his defensive discipline, his offensive sharpness and timing remain dangerous. When Garcia lands clean, fights change instantly, making him one of boxing's most unpredictable threats. The biggest talking point in this fantasy matchup is size. Garcia has competed at significantly higher weight classes, naturally carrying more height and reach. Inoue, meanwhile, built dominance in lighter divisions where speed and technique reigned supreme. If this fight were ever negotiated, weight terms would define everything. Would Garcia drain down? Would Inoue move up? Physical dimensions alone create a fascinating debate about whether skill can overcome natural size advantages at the elite level. From a technical standpoint, this fight becomes a battle of discipline versus explosiveness. Inoue's structured pressure and body attack could slow Garcia over time. Garcia's hand speed, however, might create early chaos. The opening rounds would likely determine tempo. If Garcia establishes distance and rhythm, he controls momentum. If Inoue slips inside and targets the body, the dynamic shifts dramatically. Small adjustments in positioning and timing would decide exchanges measured in fractions of seconds. Training camps for such a fight would be historic. Garcia's preparation would emphasize strength conditioning, range control, and defensive refinement. Inoue's camp would likely focus on speed preservation, explosive entry drills, and counter timing against taller sparring partners. Conditioning becomes critical, especially if pace intensifies early. Nutrition, recovery science, and tactical simulation would all shape outcomes. At elite level, rivals. Preparation is often the invisible difference between victory and disappointment under global scrutiny. Business impact cannot be ignored. Garcia's commercial reach in the United States, combined with Inoue's dominance in Japan, creates a powerful international pay-per-view market. Broadcasting rights, sponsorship deals, and cross-continental promotion would generate enormous revenue. Even as a fantasy concept, the matchup attracts attention because it merges hardcore boxing credibility with mainstream popularity. Financial viability often drives negotiations, and this fight would represent a rare bridge between technical purists and casual entertainment audiences.
Inoue's not going to chase you here. He's going to say, aha, I see what's available down here. He's not going to be tricked by it. And I think that's what he's going to do. I think he's going to hurt him to the body, and I think he's going to wind up getting rid of him at some point. For the people that say, well, is it worth my time to watch?
Ryan Garcia fighting Conor Benn in the UK is bigger than him fighting Devin here, who motherfuckers already think you kicked his ass. I literally didn't want to see the first fight. Now you're going to give me a rematch of something I didn't want to see. Because you know how I feel about you being a world champion. You're a world champion. You're going around the world to be champion. Go to the UK, you fight Conor Benn. It's a bigger fight than this.
I think it's a bigger fight. I think it's a bigger fight in the UK.
Listen to what y'all saying. If you're in the UK and in the UK, we're talking about a bigger fight globally, which means the entire fucking...
Psychology plays a massive role. Inoue enters fights calm, composed, and methodical. Garcia feeds off emotion, confidence, and crowd energy. Mental composure during adversity would shape momentum swings. If Garcia faces sustained body punishment, patience becomes essential. If Inoue absorbs early speed bursts, resilience must shine. Championship-level boxing is as much mental endurance as physical execution. The fighter who adapts emotionally to unexpected moments usually emerges in control during decisive rounds. Early rounds likely favor Garcia's speed advantage. His jab and rapid left hook could test Inoue's reactions at a higher weight. However, as exchanges accumulate, Inoue's investment in bodywork might slow Garcia's output. Rib shots, compact combinations, and inside positioning could gradually erode explosiveness. The middle rounds become critical territory. That phase determines whether Garcia maintains pace or whether Inoue successfully transforms the contest into a calculated breakdown. Defensively, Garcia must remain disciplined. Leaning back excessively or keeping hands low could invite precision counters. Inoue excels at exploiting defensive lapses instantly. Meanwhile, Inoue must avoid prolonged exchanges at full extension where Garcia's reach dominates. Foot placement, head movement, and ring generalship would be central themes. Neither fighter can afford predictable patterns. One technical mistake at this level could lead to a knockdown that permanently alters strategic momentum. Fan demand fuels these fantasy debates. Supporters envision highlight reel exchanges and dramatic momentum shifts. Social media amplifies every comparison clip and hypothetical scenario. While purists question weight disparity, casual audiences embrace spectacle. This blend of analytical intrigue and entertainment value explains why videos on this topic attract strong engagement. Curiosity alone drives clicks, but informed breakdowns sustain watch time and algorithm performance for content creators targeting boxing enthusiasts. From a legacy perspective, the stakes would be enormous. For Inoue, victory over a larger, globally recognized name enhances pound-for-pound status dramatically. For Garcia, defeating a technically revered champion silences critics and elevates credibility. High-risk matchups define reputations. Even discussions around potential outcomes shape public perception. In boxing history, bold challenges often resonate louder than safe title defenses, especially when contrasting styles promise stylistic fireworks. Conditioning over championship rounds becomes decisive. Garcia's explosive style sometimes fades under sustained pressure. Inoue's measured aggression tends to build rather than decline. If the fight extends beyond early drama, Endurance tilts advantage toward the more energy-efficient operator. However, heavyweight-style power is not required for dramatic endings. Precision and timing can be equally destructive. Every round compounds physical and mental fatigue, reshaping probability with each passing minute. Prediction requires balancing physical reality with technical excellence. Garcia's natural size and speed create legitimate early threats. Inoue's experience, composure, and body attack provide long-term strategic advantages. If Garcia secures a clean connection early, momentum could snowball quickly. If Inoue neutralizes speed and dictates inside exchanges, control shifts methodically. This matchup represents high-risk volatility combined with elite skill calculation, making definitive conclusions challenging yet fascinating. Ultimately, this fantasy fight captivates because it merges two worlds: technical mastery and mainstream spectacle. Whether or not it materializes, debate alone generates global engagement. For viewers seeking premium boxing analysis, the intrigue lies in strategic contrast rather than hype alone. Size, speed, power, discipline, and psychology intertwine into a complex equation. In a sport defined by moments, one perfectly timed exchange could rewrite expectations and redefine narratives instantly. For Boxing Edge, presenting this matchup with structured analysis, realistic weight discussion, business insight, and tactical prediction ensures long-term ranking potential. Fantasy sells clicks, but credibility sustains growth. By breaking down advantages, risks, and strategic variables objectively, this topic transforms from speculation into premium boxing content. Ryan Garcia versus Naoya Inoue would be more than... This is more than just a fight. It's a collision of styles, power, and global stardom. Who takes it? The technical master Naoya Inoue or the lightning-fast knockout artist Ryan Garcia? Drop your predictions in the comments and let the debate begin. Don't forget to subscribe to Boxing Edge for premium boxing content, viral fight breakdowns, and non-stop action from the world of boxing. Stay tuned, because the biggest fights live here.